Join me as I get some more pages ready in my summer journal. This time it's going to be a trip to Mediterranean. And if you would like to see how this all comes together, keep it right here. What's up everyone? This is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas, and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. This is my summer journal. If you remember, I have the earlier setups already on my channel. I would link it below. And this is the B6 journal from Archer and Olive. It's gorgeous. And I did get started with filling it in, so I'm not sharing the quick flip through or a detailed look through of the pages already here. So this is how we started. And I did get some ideas in, and as you can see, I have started using them. And it's going to be a very functional space for me. So you will see everything that I need for my summer travels is going to be here. And I'm going to be using this Mediterranean Wonders from Planything. And that was the latest subscription box from Planything. And I do have the full unboxing flip through and the initial set of Dutch doors I made. And if you like to see such fun setups in your planners or journals, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel and you turn on the bell notification so that you wouldn't miss any of the fun videos coming. And I'm using the Mojo Jojo Plans, a couple of the sticker books to lay the journal flat. And I have my scrapbook paper from the subscription box, the pattern papers, the three gorgeous ones, double-sided. That's the problem. Because now, since I'm going with this theme, I will have this particular sheet, and it's going to be tough because I will have to choose between this and the back side. The other side is also gorgeous, and I'm going to be using the back side today to create like a cutout or a simple border, and these are the colors we will be working with. And my affiliate link with Planything is in the description because my code Priya10 can be used for everything else, but for the current subscription boxes, codes do not apply. And I would really appreciate it if you would consider shopping through my affiliate link. And for Archer and Olive, Mojo Jojo Plans, and a few other shops, my code Priya10 can earn you 10% off. And now let's get started. So I roughly have an idea because I really want to use these tiles, and I really want to see where that can be placed, and I don't want to cut anything off the sheet more than I need to. So I'm using these small scissors, and it is going to be a simple kiss cut. I think that's what it's called, right? Yeah, so I'm going to be doing not a kiss cut, it's called something else. Yeah. And that paper clip and I used on the journal, and the small scissors are from Journal Say. And my code Priya can earn you 8% off when you shop. And I'm saving that piece for whenever I get to use it next. Fuzzy cut, yes, that's the word. So this is something I don't do that often because, unlike a lot of you, I do not find this a very therapeutic, relaxing kind of process. I find it very not so relaxing. So I don't really reach for this fuzzy cut method. But yeah, I thought I needed the intricate details to be highlighted. So that's why I decided to cut it like so. And then, at least because otherwise the borders, the salmon color or the flesh color background that this paper has, it just would look very different especially on the white pages we have going on. And I think these patterns deserve to be highlighted as they are being used. So that's why I'm going to do the fuzzy cut. And let me know if you are somebody who enjoys the fuzzy cut. I know a lot of people who just do all these, especially with your printable stickers. You do have the cutting machine, which I happen to have, and there are people who don't. So they just print it all out and then have it cut and trimmed and ready to go as they're watching a movie or a show or something. And they think and they do find that therapeutic, but I don't seem to belong to that group, which I don't mind. And yeah, so that is our border, just like so, just a tad bit, and I will trim off the end. And I think this is a good idea. I don't think I've done something similar. So I like to kind of experiment with different techniques and methods I would like to use. And first, I was about to get started with the Dutch doors on the right. And I also want to pick the washi tapes I will be using, but I'm not sure about that blue stripes one because the colors are very different. So that is definitely going, and I'm taking one more look at what we could use. And I just did not want to use anything other than what's included in the current subscription box. So that is why I thought I would come and stick to just that. And I'm taking my Tombow Dots adhesive to stick down the edging we just cut out. And everything I use, all the products, including the scissors and these Tombow Dots adhesive, are all linked in the description if you want to check that out. And I think I did not put it down straight, and it was not all the way up to the edge, and I would really love to see that. So that is our, yes, so that's our edge, and I'm going to cut the corners, and this is the very first page of the setup. I love how this turned out. And we will get to the Dutch doors now. And before that, I think I'm also trying to count the number of pages I will need because this is a summer journal and things are keeping on coming. And I do have a couple of trips planned and it will be busy. So I need to have everything I need in one go, in one place, so that I don't have to worry about what and when and all those details. So I'm keeping it simple. Again, this is a B6 journal. So if you are somebody who looks at journals to journal, or if you are somebody who is looking for journals in smaller sizes, something you could take on the go, I think Arch and Olive is a great place to shop. Yeah, gorgeous details on these washi tapes. I will come back to that, but as of now, I think we need a pop of color, something bright, especially with the black. I think it does make a lot of difference because everything else seems to pop when you add black. And that is our first Dutch door. And I'm using my gyro cut to kind of make these Dutch doors, and this is going to be a very simple one again, and I'm keeping it fairly simple as well because it's just something I needed, and I have been wanting to try these in the size journal because it is going to be a very functional space, and I just don't want too much space to be wasted. I know a lot of people have been wondering why I cut off so many pages and so much of the writable space, but it's just a matter of decorating it. And then I do find that I come back to these pages more if I have them decorated. So if you are somebody who functions with just pen and paper, by all means, please stick to that. But I seem to be doing better when I have a decorated page. So we have a small confusion here, and I'm trying to see what other elements can be lined up. Because I think with the vertical Dutch doors, you do have the luxury of having more elements seen from the front. So that is the reason I was wanting to have the vertical Dutch doors this time. Because you've seen me do all kinds of Dutch doors, and I usually try and alternate between horizontal and vertical Dutch doors. And that's our next page, and we will have smaller elements to bring in. And I love that planning thing is starting to include bigger elements also in here. So that way we have various sizes to mix in depending on what space is available for us to use. So that's our filling of the white space, if you may call that. And I really love that pattern there, the tiles, the Moroccan tiles. And I hope these colors are appealing to you. These are more a softer, muted kind of Mediterranean vibes. And these are definitely the desert kind of scenes we have. And it is going to be another fun trip. So let me know if you have been to any of these deserts, not just in the Mediterranean, anywhere in the desert. It could be the Arabian desert, it could be the Sahara desert, it could be any of those. And if you have seen such architecture anywhere, I have been to a few countries in Africa, and the Moorish influence was really evident in their architecture. And yeah, it is really interesting, especially when you travel. You think that, for example, you think that the olive oil is just from Italy, but then you find it in Greece, which is even more of a bigger producer in certain types of olives and the olive oil. And yeah, it's just very different. Your outlook and your conception of the generic things you hear change when you travel. So it's really important that you do explore the world because there is so much beauty out there and so much to learn and so much to understand and experience. And I think traveling helps you quite a bit. I know it can get pricey, and it can seem as if it is quite a lot of wasted money, but no, I think it does make a difference when you look back after a few years, especially as you build memories and you have lovely family time. if you're traveling with your family, or if you are somebody who travels solo, that's fine too. Because as long as you get to experience everything that you want to, then it does not matter whether you're traveling solo or you're traveling with company. So that is our next Dutch door, keeping it again layered. If you can see, I have the next set of layers, and I like this aspect more with the vertical Dutch doors, and I'm trying to not use the exact same elements, but trying to maintain that symmetry. And as you can see, I'm using up the page almost entirely. And Planning Thing has amazing washi tapes and stickers, and their fall release is just around the corner, happening on August 1st. So, closer to that date, stay tuned for a full flip through and unboxing, and obviously plan with me videos coming using all of those fall goodness. And I cannot even wait to share all the fun stuff that's coming. And obviously, there are the subscription boxes that come out every month on the 15th. And the summer releases are just winding down, and the summer sales are still going on as of the time of editing of this video. And for example, the Live Love Posh, I'm not sure by the time you see this, the summer sale would have actually winded up. And that is my trusty little paper trimmer, and it is from Journal Say as well. And it is nice to kind of, I do have the big size paper trimmers as well. But while using this, just remember that you need to make sure it is laid down straight. Otherwise, it just cuts it crooked. And that is a simple way of using the wider washi tapes, which are otherwise too wide to be used, especially in such smaller journals. And let me know if you have cut down washi tapes like so. And if yes, what else do you use these tabletop paper trimmers for? Because I use them for my smaller size journals to cut off straight edges, especially when I'm using it for the waterfall tabs, when I don't have to worry about any other edges or anything. It's just a straight line. So that is our next page. And I think we will have maybe one or two more Dutch doors depending on, I think it's, yeah, I think I've lined it up perfectly. And this time, yeah, let's just use that other half of the washi tape. And it is going to be nice and simple. So that's our gyro cut. Again, I like to use these for all my paper cutting projects, and I do have a tutorial if you are wondering where you can get started, and it is also linked below if you want to grab it, because there are knockoffs in the market and you might want to buy the original one, because it does make a lot of difference. So that is our last Dutch door, and I wanted this arched door to be the last element to be seen on this set of Dutch doors. And this is our, yeah, it's turning out to be really pretty. So now I'm also deciding to bring in some of these larger elements, especially these lanterns, which are like so indicative of the desert and the desert vibes and all the desert travel that traditionally they have done. And it is, I wanted to also bring in that couch, but then I just tried moving them because I did not like how it looked. I think they deserve a space closer to those tiles. And yeah, it was just a matter of picking what goes in the space because there is not much space, and I would really love to have a couple of those bigger elements pulled in. And I would now bring in this washi tape, which is, I'm going to be, yeah, I mean, I moved this lantern a bit, and now I'm going to be cutting them apart because I think the lanterns can be used as three individual ones. So don't be afraid to cut your stickers. And it is going to be a fun look when you cut them apart instead of just leaving them together. You could, but I thought the smaller journal demanded for a smaller presence with the lantern. So that's why I thought I'm just going to cut it apart so that way it can just be used in more spaces and not just as a cluster. And yeah, that's our next, the last Dutch door rather. And let me know how you are liking these. And if you have picked up this subscription box, if not, please make sure that you do before they sell out. And a lot of the times, the subscription boxes do sell out. But if you don't want the whole subscription box and if you want just a sticker book, you can always wait because Planything does release the individual sticker books after a couple of months after the sub boxes have dropped. And I'm again switching out the lantern for a different color. And I'm going with this for the other side. And I think it does make things a little bit different because I wanted the lanterns to be used in more spaces. And I'm going back with my gyro cut. And let me know if you want me to try something new, like a different technique or a different style. And your suggestions are what really keeps me growing. And I would really love to explore and try new things. And if there are things that I haven't thought about but you would like to see, please drop them in the comments. I do have different videos, different setups for multiple sized journals like the B5, the A5, the B6, and even the A6. So please let me know if you would like me to try something else. And even the traveler's notebook size, I forgot to mention that. And all the videos and setups will be in the description if you want to check out other fun setups. And please come follow me on Instagram. I do share more spreads and more sneaks, even if I don't have YouTube videos for every single one of them. And please don't hesitate to share the videos with anybody who you think will love it. So I'm keeping it simple with the boxes and I'm keeping it for just the headers because I will need space for, sometimes it could be the list, sometimes it could be the things I have done, it could be for anything. I'm just not adding anything more, not adding any lines or anything because I'm just keeping it open. And there will be a flip through of my creative journal from 2024 that will be coming sometime in the next few weeks. I have everything ready and uploaded, ready to go. And please let me know how you liked this setup. And again, I'm keeping it fairly simple with these boxes too, just headers, and I just do not want to have everything lined up right straight across from each other. So I'm keeping the circles a bit below the one on the left, and I'm adding some bullet points because I do want to get to a few places, of get a few things done, and if all of those can be a nice space to jot down. So that's why I thought having a set of bullet points would be helpful. And I think just a dash of those colors is really pretty. And yeah, it was just hard trying to maneuver everything with one hand. And sometimes I just keep it as such with the pages, or sometimes I come in at these thin boxes, slim boxes, multiple sizes. And yeah, let me know what your favorite travel destination is. For me, it's going to be tough because I love colder weather, but I love to see everything. So it is going to be tough, and I hope to get to every continent sometime, and sometime in my lifetime. That's what I meant, and it is going to be nice. I hope, because even Antarctica, I would love to step foot on, and yeah. So that's the some of the final touches on the pages, and I think it turned out lovely. And let me know what you think. And please let me know in the comments what your favorite Mediterranean country is. And please make sure you check out the shops I mentioned, along with all the codes and upcoming releases, sales, all of those. You might want to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you wouldn't miss any of that coming. And please make sure you check out the full flip through if you're keen on grabbing this. And that looks like a wrap. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.